Alright, hello YouTubers. Alright, so from the title of this video you can probably figure out what's going on here. But we're going to start this story with a little blast from the past. This guy. My good old Spyderco Tenacious. Now, I've had this thing for a good solid 3 years and it has been nothing but a bona fide workhorse. It has been through everything I could possibly put it through and has held up admirably. I actually did a video on it not that long ago, and not but a few days later did I break the tip. And I broke the tip. It wasn't a malfunction. It wasn't anything wrong with the knife. I was trying to pry a thing out of a thing, and I went too far and broke the tip. Which I've pried things more than I should have pried before, and yeah. Anyways, it served its purpose. Will Spyderco fix it? I doubt it. I have no idea about their warranty. If anybody knows anything about it, feel free to say if anybody's ever had a chipped blade fixed by them. I really kind of doubt it. From looking at their warranty, I don't think they do. And whatever, it's a $30 knife. I got 3 years out of it, and it did, great. So, anyways, that's not what this is about. What this is about is this guy. Now, I'd been thinking about this for a while, and I had no reason before because the Tenacious did everything I wanted it to do, and really did it fine. I never had any trouble with the rust. It got some rust on it, but it was a $30 knife. It didn't matter. I took sandpaper to it. But anyway, so now we've got this good old Spyderco Endura. And in typical other people's fashion, I'm no knife reviewer by any means. I doubt that you can even read that. I don't know. Anyways, there it is. It's C10PSFG Endura GK. Now I've been kind of thinking about this, and I actually had this. I had a Delica a very long time ago, and I'd had that for many years, and it eventually got stolen. I was a cook, and it got stolen out of my toolbox. Anyways, whatever. So I got this. I'll put a couple little specs up probably at the beginning with some photographs, but I'm no knife reviewer, and it'd be a much better justice to go watch Edge Weapons or, nothing fancy. Somebody else's review other than mine. All I'm really doing is, this is the beginning of its life. Now, as I've mentioned in a lot of videos before, I'm a tow truck driver, and I absolutely destroy gear, and the winters are coming, so we'll see how it holds up. Really what I want out of this that I didn't get out of the Spyderco is I'm hoping the VG10 and the blade steel does do better. The blade width, which I don't know, my camera's not great, they're about the same thickness, about here, but when you get down further down, it's just a thicker blade all the way through. And heftier. I was really kind of surprised in hand. This really kind of feels, you can feel it. I mean, it feels sturdier than that guy. Or that's not true. That's not true. It feels heftier. It feels like it's a little bit heavier. I don't actually know what the weight difference is, but this feels heavier. And it should. The blade's bigger and thicker. Not by much. When before this was chipped, it was probably about the same length, and probably if not the same, there might be a little bit more cutting edge in this because of the flat grind. But we'll see. It's brand new to me, and it's going to definitely go through its paces. Now, I've got pretty small hands. So you see how much there is extra down here, but I will be wearing gloves, and I think with that, and to have more than you need is probably better, and the size of the blade certainly makes up for it. It makes it worth having a little bit extra. But we'll see. The only thing that I really don't like about this so far, and we'll see if it actually matters, is I feel like there's more play side to side in this. Like, I don't know how well that shows up, but the whole handle is flexing, and I just don't feel like Now this has the same kind. I just don't feel like there's as much flex in this. I feel like when I will go and pry on this, that there's not as much give. Probably be a good thing considering I broke that blade prying something. And maybe I'll just learn my lesson and not be prying as much or as hard. But hopefully that tip is much thicker than the tip on the Tenacious, and hopefully the steel's harder. But anyways, there you go. There's my introduction for me to the Endura. And it's kind of, I just put it out there so as time comes up, if anybody ever has any questions about it, or, you know, maybe in a few months I'll do an update on it. I'm going to try and put a, I'm not going to try, I'm going to put a wave modification on it with the little ghetto wave. It really was an asset for me, being able to get it out of the pants without having to do anything with, you know, having gloves on or the conditions being bad. But there we go, Spyderco Endura. I do like the gray. I don't know how well that color shows up, but it is the, I believe it's the gray background for the ACU. But I like it. I want something a little different than a black knife. Seems like everything I have is just a plain black knife, so mix it up a little bit. But anyways, there we go. And if anybody sees this and, you know, has had any trouble out of the flex or, you know, anything like that, I'm interested to hear what anybody has to say about it, and we'll just see how it holds up for me. So there you go. All right, thanks YouTube. Get outdoors, make your own food.